So hello. Hello everyone. This is it's a little late where I am. It's a little late. But I was guided to go live for Cards and Divine Time, so I don't know who needs it, but you know me, I'm here. I'm here. So, I've got my Naked Heart Tarot, and I'm using my Crystal Mandala Oracle. And I'm here, so I don't know what's going to come through. Y'all know me, I got no filter. I don't sugarcoat anything. I bring a whole lot of truth with a capital T. Not everybody's ready. Yet. Stress the yet. I know most of you that follow me are. So, what's going on that Spirit would guide me live? Hey, hey. Do a quick shuffle on the cards. Spirit, what's going on? What's going on? Well, that would be why we're live. The Ten of Swords came out. Hello, hello. That would be why we're live. What's going on? What's going on, Spirit? Oh, we got the devil. Oh, guys. What's going on? Who's dealing with what? Who's having self-sabotaging thoughts and is tempted to probably say some shit they shouldn't and is trying to hold their shit together. The Four of Coins just came out. Someone's ready to snap on a bitch. And is holding their shit together. Trying to be love and light while wanting to tear somebody's head off. What else is going on inside the heart space? Because that's the head. What's going on in the heart space? I know. I know. What's going on? Okay. Why? What is this scenario? Tell us a story, please, Spirit. Okay. Whole point of all of this is transformation and mastering the perspective of the mirror. We've got Death on the bottom with the King of Swords on top. Whole point is mastery of the mirror. Transforming the self. Okay. So in the mind, I've got a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts. Got the devil here, a lot of temptation to say all the things you want to say that, to be completely honest, wouldn't actually better anything because it would only further hurt a hurt person, or you wouldn't be hurt by them to begin with. Hurt people hurt people. You can't take it personal. A lot of what's going on inside of people that we feel and have projected at us has nothing to actually do with us. It has everything to do with them. Our heart spaces are confused because we got so many signs and so many synchronicities. Thought we were having this wish granted, this answered prayer with someone. The effort just needed to get put in. And now the heart doesn't want to put in any more effort, and it's being completely reclusive. Who brought up the hurt in you that you don't feel like your efforts were good enough? When they were, your efforts were more than good enough. I just heard the word valiant. It was a valiant attempt. We want to save people, but not everybody wants to be saved. They're not ready to be saved. I feel like there's a lot of hurt because a lot of love was poured out. And I think it might be really difficult even to be mad, because as soon as you start thinking about the beautiful times, you pour out and get emotional because the good times are really beautiful ones. We got the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups also inside the headspace. So there's a lot of frustration. And because so much efforts were put in, and you do have or see potential with someone, it's hard to let them go when the bad moments are really bad, when the pain is really strong. What's going on is that you are trying to create a balanced exchange of energy with someone. The Six of Pentacles, an equal give and take. You swim, I swim. And we'll make it to the other side, right? Knowing in a sense that you're both hurt, you know, inside you're both not perfect, you know, but you swim, I swim, and we'll get to the other side. That's what was fair. But there was a lot of healing that needed to take place, right? We got the Justice card and the Star card. There was a lot of higher healing that needed to take place. That's why you were getting all the synchronicities. And it was because you needed to learn that you deserve more. You shouldn't be longing for more. You deserve more. And if you deserve more, you shouldn't be longing for it where you are. You should be go getting it. That's when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, when you decide that you deserve better, and so you go get it. The divine guides us for a reason. You know what I mean? We get synchronicities and we read the language of the divine through synchronicities for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's to help us understand the deepest of lessons, because spirit, you know, the universe, it loves us unconditionally. It wants us to be whole. It wants us to actually receive what we know we deserve. And if someone is receiving what they deserve and don't realize it, then they have to learn that they deserve, so that they're not sabotaging it. I just heard above and beyond. Like, people have, I feel like with this energy coming out collectively in divine time for whoever needs it, like, I think you've gone above and beyond for someone that your heart truly felt was an answered prayer at some point. And you've put in so much effort. You've put in so much effort, and it's almost tiring. The idea of having to put in even more effort is tiring, and that's just it. It's almost like spirit's telling you, like, you're not, You're not actually meant to put in more effort the way you've been. The effort would have to be internal within the self. Stepping away from this scenario or this person, this energy, whoever they are for you, so that this person can learn how to give the same kind of love that you did, so that they can get on your level. I feel like a lot of people who will watch this, it's almost like they've spoken words of truth, like capital T truth, and it's almost like it's falling on deaf ears. And everything that you've given, it's like it's not enough. This is to get you to a point of reinvention with the self, facing the harsh reality of opening doors and creating solutions to manifest new things. And face the wounds, like your childhood wounds, and overcome them. Like, who said you don't deserve better than what you're receiving? Who taught you that suffering in relationships was normal? Well, no relationship is perfect, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but why do you have to settle for something like that? You know? Some of you know outright that you were betrayed. And it has nothing to do with you. Like, I keep hearing that over and over again. Like, it has nothing to do with you not being good enough. Like, if you were betrayed in some way, whether they outright betrayed you, like in a romantic partnership, if they cheated on you, or if you're in a friendship dynamic and the consideration you give them was not reciprocated, or like whatever you feel betrayed, whoever you feel betrayed by, like, it's not a reflection of you. The pain you're feeling, witnessing in your experience with them, the pain you're feeling is theirs. That's the kind of pain that they're in, and you are feeling it. If you're questioning whether or not your love is good enough, they were put in that situation already, and they haven't healed from it yet, and that's why you're feeling it. I'm hearing it, like their pain has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Like you're trying to love a person who's not hearing the love language. It's almost like they're deaf to it right now. What's the guidance, please, Spirit? What is the guidance? What card above all others would you give the person who's catching this in divine time, dealing with these energies? Oh, I just heard real clear. Firstly, get their approval of you out of your head. Get their approval of you out of your head. They don't need to approve of you and your efforts. Like, you know your efforts were great. Above and beyond. What's the guidance, please, Spirit? We'll take them both. Safe to be seen and Tiger Spirit rises. Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Adnashiel. Safe to be seen and Tiger Spirit rises. This is heart chakra / throat chakra. And solar plexus chakra sacral chakra. So you see, the heart knows the truth and what you deserve, and you've got to have the courage to create it for yourself. Like you're not abandoning someone because their pain is too much for you to continue dealing with. You're not abandoning them. You're allowing them the opportunity to heal the pain that you're feeling from them. You sticking around and trying, you sticking around and trying to buffer their pain inside, or you sticking around and trying to mend it for them. Like, it's not, if you're feeling this kind of pain after all the efforts, it's not that your efforts aren't good enough. It's that their pain is their problem. Like, they're the ones that have to choose to shift and change. And sometimes it's only when we step away and create a healthy boundary with the pain coming in that we protect ourselves from that they have to let it go, the pain, they have to let it go in order to come back into our space. Like, I don't mind, if you're in my space, but if you're going to bring your pain with you into my space, like, I have to ask you to leave it at the door. Like, you can't bring your pain in here. It's like having someone and you want them to come over and hang out, but they got muddy ass, filthy fucking shoes, and you're like, I love you, but you can't come in my house with your filthy, dirty fucking shoes. You got to take it off and leave it behind to come in. Like, you can't bring it in here. It's no different with energy. Like, someone's got some dirty, mucked up energy and they're trying to walk into your energy space with that energy. And it's like, listen, I love you, but you can't bring your fucking dirty energy in here. Like, my energy is clear. I like who I am. I love the kind of person that I project out into the world. I love my life. I love my environment. And if you're coming in here, it's going to shift it all for the negative when you bring that. Like, leave it out there. Leave it behind altogether, Safe to be seen. It says, we bring you the gift of safety in being seen. Over lifetimes, you have loved the earth, returning again and again to serve humanity. Liberate the human soul from fear and spread a message of love. You have spoken truths, shared messages, and inspired many. Yet in your visibility, sometimes you have felt misunderstood and vulnerable. You have been admired and loved, but at times also feared and attacked for the empowering message you brought to the world. In you, there is a memory of this, and although you wish to share your light with the world again, there are times when the thought of being seen doesn't feel safe. We are here to let you know that you are protected in divine grace. It is safe to open up to your inner knowledge and to share your message with the world. The light in you is stronger than fear, and it is time to shine fearless and bright. If you shined and helped 100 people and can't help one because that one person's not ready, does that mean you are ineffective? Does that mean your love's not good enough? No. It just means they're not ready. Like, people can love you for who you are. Maybe you have a whole entire soul family that just sees your authenticity and enjoys you being around and loves your smile and appreciates you fully. And then you have this one person, no matter how beautiful you are for them, the way you're beautiful for everybody else, they don't see it. And not only do they not see it, they shit on it, or they put it down, or try and make it small. And it's because your light is so bright. They don't know how to shine in comparison to it. They don't know how to shine with it. So they try and make it small. It's not because your light's ineffective or because you can work with everybody else but not with them. Some people just need to be ready. It's not your fault if someone's not ready. It's not their time yet. That's fine. The universe doesn't leave anybody behind. God knows everybody gets their Saturn return. You know what I mean? Everybody gets their Saturn return. Nobody is safe from healing. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't do it at this time, in this way, know that the universe is working on divine time and may have a better use for it a different way. You understand? Tiger spirit rises. It says, we bring you the gift of the tiger spirit rising. You are being empowered with a truth more potent than fear. Your spirit is rapidly expanding beyond what opinion and logic can contain. It needs to be free to run wild with divine grace in the world. Your life, your destiny, your divine fulfillment requires that you have the courage to roar for love, to refuse to be put down, to respect yourself, and to let your untamed, loving heart be free. Your spirit creates a field of divine electricity through your body and mind that can liberate others from conformity and social conditioning, allowing them to break away from systems based in control and fear. As your tiger spirit rises, you excite and empower the tiger spirit in others to rise above conditioning as they discover the wild divine spirit being they are in truth. The divine is loving, tender, and merciful. It is compassion, wisdom, and peace, and it is also wild. This means it is what it is, natural and free, with an instinct towards growth. It will not always make sense to the logical mind, and that's okay. Sometimes, when it talks about roaring for love, and I discussed this in a reading that I just did. I believe it was Peas in a Pod. It was one of the secret code names that I did. You can love someone. You can love someone more than anything. You can want to help them more than anything. You can see their potential better than anybody. You can fight tooth and nail for that potential to come out, to see them happy and enjoy their life and feel safe and secure with your love to such an intensity that you don't think anybody else could possibly understand what you feel for this person. You love them more than anyone. But if you don't love your experience with them, that is a direct reflection of how much you love yourself. You can love a job, you can love family, you can love friends, you can love them more than anything, but if you don't love your actual experience with it, it is a direct reflection of how much you love yourself. When I say love yourself more, roar with courage to love, it is to love yourself more. It is to give you an experience that you love more, that you would choose a better experience for yourself. Do you not deserve, for all the intense love you feel for what's in your outer experience, to have it reflect back to you the same amount of love you put in? Do you have the courage to love your experience more? To override, to overcome fear of wondering, well, what if there's nothing better? How could there not be? How could there not be better? If you said, Spirit, this is great, but it's not always that great. And I know if I let go of what is not always that great, I am making room in my life experience for great to come in. I want consistent greatness. I want to enjoy my everyday. I don't want to be weighed down with the expectations of others. I don't want their expectations and me not meeting them to affect me. I have my own expectations of myself to meet in my soul. I have my own expectations. And I've got to meet them, or that really doesn't feel good. Hey. Yeah, it really doesn't feel good. I'll give y'all a wonderful example, and I know you know, those of you who have been following me for a long time on YouTube, this will be the first that I've talked about it publicly because, to be fair, the only people who know what is going on in my divine connection with my divine counterpart in the twin flame journey, a lot of you know that I had spent 2 years, a solid two and a half years, working on getting through the separation process and into union with my flame. And we've been together over 1.5 years in union. And he's been my best mirror. He's been my best mirror. And I've watched the opportunity that, because I know who I am, I've watched the opportunity that he's been given while missing the opportunity that I was given, only to realize the opportunity that I should have created, coulda, shoulda, woulda created. And that means I've got to let him go. Because I am my own twin flame. And I can't drop my purpose. People want to know, well, Racey, why didn't you do the December monthlies? Why didn't you do the November monthlies? Like, people were wondering what was going on. Like, I was consistently doing monthly zodiacs for a few years, and all of a sudden I actually missed 2 months in a row, and people were like, we miss you on YouTube, and we miss you, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm doing the best I can. I was swamped with expectations. My divine counterpart's expectations, and I was succumbing to the expectations. I was putting my purpose, my authentic purpose on hold for his. Because I wanted to see his purpose thrive. I wanted to see him happy. I wanted to see him full of joy. I wanted him to have everything he ever wanted, and it was costing me mine. It wasn't an even fair exchange of energy. And the more that my purpose fell to the wayside, and the more he didn't give a shit. Didn't give a shit. As much as I loved him, I wasn't loving my experience. And that was a direct reflection of how much I was loving myself. So whoever it is that you're dealing with, because now I am completely moving forward. I am separating from my divine counterpart, but completely uniting with myself moving forward. Can't say I regret the decision. I put forth a valiant effort. I'm sure whoever that you are working with in your reality on a spiritual level, that you have put forth a valiant effort. But when people aren't ready, they're not ready. And you can't continue to spiral out or go down a road where you're losing pieces of yourself. Hey. Is it really acceptable to your soul to lose pieces of yourself? It was not acceptable for me. It was not acceptable for me. And I don't know how all of y'all dealt with the crazy cross opposition energies going on Christmas, but that's when it hit me. That's when it hit me. My heart, my soul, my calling is my work. It's my passion. It's my purpose bigger than myself. You can always ask a question. If it's a personal one, I may or may not answer. Because this is definitely a collective message, collective reading for people to resonate as they resonate. Be able to have the courage to move forward. I'm looking forward to the forward. I am looking forward to the expectations being gone from other people and being able to fill my own expectations and not worry if what I'm doing is good enough, because I know it is. And everybody can do that. Like, everybody can choose that no matter what your situation is. Like, listen, I love you. I wish you absolutely nothing but the best happiness there is. But I accept humbly that I am not the means to help you create it. No. No. No, had you caught this message from the beginning, we addressed just that. That's a lot of what the cards were about when I started this reading, which is why we're having this conversation. I am a master mirror analyst, and I listen to the conversations that I have, and I listen to the conversations coming back at me, and I understand where people are in their healing. And it's okay to feel like someone doesn't see you because you're just learning how to see yourself. Yeah. You're just learning how to see yourself. I felt like a fool, too. How foolish. Not because I was succumbing to the expectations, not because my divine counterpart's not capable of being the man that I see, but because I thought he was ready to choose it when he wasn't. And I have no problem fulfilling his expectations if mine are also being met for myself. But I couldn't do both, and I wasn't getting his help. You know what I mean? It wasn't an even exchange. It wasn't an even exchange. I talk to people, if you follow me on Facebook, I have 2 pages. I just started a second one. One is Grace Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot, that I've had up for a while. And then I just started Grace Nicole Myths, Divine Rebel. And my 5 forms of currency are on there. There's 5 forms of currency. There's financial currency, which we're all very familiar with. There's love as a currency. There's physical presence as a currency. There's knowledge as a currency. And then there's time. Some people are grateful and they buy things or provide things. Financial love language. financial currency. Other people, love is a currency. And when they're grateful, they might not have money, but they've got love, and they will always consider you, and they will always respect you. They will always be grateful for everything. They are appreciative. They're loyal in soul. It's a love language. Not everybody is capable of giving that. It's valuable. Some people are physically present. If you need me, call me. I'll be there. What can I do? What favor can I fill? You need help? Great, I'll help. And they're down. They are physically present. Other people share knowledge. Other people share knowledge. They teach. And other people just simply give time, which is what I kept asking my flame for. I need time. I need more time to do what I need to do. I need time. Please allow me time. But my time kept getting taken. I need time. Why? In the divine mirror, why do I need time? Because in the mirror, he also needs time. He needs time, and I need to give him time to heal. To heal. We all heal at different rates. We all heal at different astrological occurrences. We all deal at different moments. We can all choose to heal. And we can all be very resistant. And that's when the divine steps in. That's when the cosmos step in. Universe has a way of, go on, pushing us along. I didn't think I had any real choices either. And I just simply talked about it. And where there was no way, a way was shown. And sometimes we have to give up things that we love in order to move forward, trusting the divine will return to us what is always meant for us, always. What I'm leaving behind, leaving my divine counterpart, what I'm leaving behind is a lot of people that I learned to love that I've met through him. I would agree. In order to love someone the most, you have to know when to love yourself the most. To love someone the most, you have to know when it is time to go. You have to be able to tell them, I love you, but your pain body is not for me to feel. To be fair, it's not for you to feel either. It's for you to heal. And when you are a healed person within the self, you ripple healing. Not by loving someone to your detriment, but by being strong enough in the self to know when it is okay to step away. Goodbyes are not forever. What's meant to come back around will always come back around. I doubt very highly it will be the end of me and my divine counterpart's journey. But I am most definitely moving in a new direction, a very healthy one. One that I'm very much looking forward to. And the people that are meant to stay in my life will. I intend to stay in theirs. I fully intend to stay in theirs. I've got a whole birthday list of kids that I absolutely fell in love with along this journey, and I'll be damned if I teach them that people break up and don't care about them anymore. I'm not going to teach them that. Yeah, well, I told you I loved you for the last 2 years, but me and so-and-so broke up, so, I don't care about you anymore, and you never hear from me again. Like, I'm not teaching them that. They're lovable. I fucking love them. I got a birthday list. There is no way that I'm going to forget their birthday. If that's all they hear from me all year, I will not forget them on their birthday. They're kids. I love them. You know what I mean? We choose who we are. We choose who we are and what we teach other people. Me and my flame going our own way has nothing to do with how much I love those kids. That's just the kind of person I am. Gosh, there was a time when my son was living with his father. People know this from my journey, because I've talked about this on YouTube and Facebook. There was a time when my son had a very difficult time being away from me and was very silent, like Aquarian moon, went completely silent. And I didn't know how to reconnect with him, but what, because he doesn't want to talk to me right now because he's going through things, I'm not going to make sure that I don't send him money to make sure he has everything he needs? Like, I'm not going to pay child support? What, because I'm the woman and I learned in society that it's the man's job? Like, I'm sorry. My son's father was taking care of my son, and he's still my son. I'm still his mother. I'll be damned if I don't take care of my son. I don't care if he's not talking to me. I'm his mother. I'm his mother. Of course I'm paying child support. I don't need a court order to do that. He will have everything he needs, and he will know that I care about him even if he's being shitty. Fast forward 4 years later, my son is living with me, and he's my best friend. To be fair, I'm his. He's my fucking rockin' soul, that one. He's got the other half of my necklace. We choose who we are. Other people's shitty behavior does not dictate whether or not you can be beautiful and partake in beautiful behavior. You are who you choose to project at all times, despite them and everybody else. Stay beautiful. Self-approve. I would not have been able to approve of myself had I continued down the path with my divine counterpart like this. I would not have been able to self-approve if I stopped supporting my son. I would have not been able to self-approve. I will not be like anybody else just because it's normal. Normal has most of it backwards. Normal reactions and behavior are usually backwards. Oh, well, they hurt me, so I'm going to hurt them. Yeah, my counterpart hurt me. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Not only was the energy exchange not equal, there was some terrible, terrible conversations that I refused to feed into or partake in. Like, you can get loud and you can scream and you can push your weight around and try and make me feel small. You can be disrespectful, but I'm not a disrespectful person and I'm not loud. And I will not speak to you the same way. Ever. But if you continue to behave that way, I'm not enjoying the experience. And I have the courage to create a better one. No, I will not be like you. I will most certainly self-approve, including when I walk out the door. There's no reason for hurt to come from me because I am not a hurt person. Why would I project hurtful, painful things? That's not who I like being. That's not who I approve of. So who do you self-approve of? Do you approve of yourself when you set healthy boundaries with people who don't know how to keep their pain to themselves in a healing state? Do you deal with people who don't know how to apologize after they're shitty and they know it? Does it feel good? Do you approve of the person who settles for being abused? Whether it's physical abuse, or mental abuse, or emotional abuse, or psychological abuse. I don't approve of myself being that. I certainly don't approve of myself taking it. It's okay to love yourself more. You do not have to become them or settle for an experience with them if you don't want to. I love the soul I see in you, beyond the pain. I love you, the soul I see beyond the pain. But I love myself too much to take your pain and take it personal. I wish you nothing but the absolute best. Because that's what you wish for yourself. The universe is good. It creates doors where there were none. It creates doors where there were none. If this message reached you in divine time, you have permission to wholeheartedly, 100% love your experience. How much you love your experience is a direct reflection of how much you love yourself. You deserve to love yourself at 100 and your experience at 100. And anybody who can't meet you there, come back later when you take your dirty boots off. Come on in later when you take your dirty boots off. Because I got nothing but 100 in here. I got nothing but 100 in here. Your dirty shoes can stay at the door. Don't even bring them in. Not here. They might let you walk in their house with your dirty energy shoes. But you can't bring them in here. Oh, well, I'm not taking off my shoes. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to take off your dirty energy. You can keep it on, but you can't come in my house. My energy is my house. My experience is my world. It's my house. You can't come in here with that on. You want to carry that baggage. You want to wear them dirty energy shoes. You can go somewhere else with them. I hope you have a great day. And I will always be here when you're ready to take them off and chill. We'll catch up. It's okay. Let time do its thing. Time heals things. The universe has a way. It is fucking brilliant. It is fucking brilliant. It is meticulous and it is divinely perfect. It will not fuck up. The universe doesn't fuck up. We as humans fuck up. We choose hard doors. We choose hard ways. But the universe will always open the easy door when we're ready for it. The universe said, oh, you're ready for the easy door? Okay, here's the door. What steps do you need to take? How do you need to get it done? Okay, great, you can do that, right? It's not too hard, it's not too complicated. Grace Nicole Myths, you could pack a few boxes, right? You can make a couple phone calls, right? You can book a rental truck, right? You could do that, right? Yes, Spirit. Yes, Universe. Yes, I can. Great. Here's the door. Awesome. I'm going to walk through it. Thanks, Spirit. I'm going to walk through it. Big fucking smile on my face. It looks beautiful in there. I can't wait. Universe will always give you a door. Sometimes you got to take a few steps, pack a few bags, smudge a little, and just walk on through. Just walk on through. Universe will give you every fucking door you want. It will give you every door you want. So I'm going to bring one more card out. This was actually a gift from a soul sister of mine. It's Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. So we're going to pull one more card. These have a sense of humor in them, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll end it on a light note. Remember the fucking power you have in there. You know what I mean? Fucking powerhouse. You're master manifestors, you know? Remember your power. You deserve the best. The only reason why you don't have the best is because you keep choosing it. Go choose the best. Go choose the best. You deserve the best. Go choose it. There we go. Things are not as they appear. It says, the lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Brain freeze, the universe. It shouldn't cost you so much to love someone. It shouldn't cost you so much energy, so much time, so much presence, so much knowledge, so much money. It shouldn't cost you so much to love someone. That ties in perfectly, Spirit. Love shouldn't come with expectations. The cost is too high. The cost is too high. The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. You should be valued so much, in such high regard, that the price of your love is zero. That's unconditional. Conditional love is expensive. It's expensive energy. Conditional love is expensive energy. Go be loved unconditionally. Go love yourself unconditionally. Why put conditions on yourself? Well, I can only love myself if they approve of me. That's a condition. Well, I can only love my day if they love their day, because if they had a bad day, then my day sucks. Like, that's conditional. Your love is conditional on someone else. That shit's expensive. It's energetically expensive. It's called giving your power away. Conditional love, you're giving your power away. Unconditional love means I can have all my power and you can have all your power, and we can put our powers together and be super fucking powers. So I can't wait to go and be where I'm going. Because the love there, I already know. It's unconditional. There are no expectations. Just being. The cost to love my experience is zilch. I can't wait. God knows I'll be live like this more often. I will be live like this more often. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. So much, like y'all don't even know that the love that you have for me, it pushed me to set myself free of all the conditions here and all the expectations here. The love exchange, I love y'all. Like a lot. Like a lot. You guys are like the best part of my day every day. There is nothing worth more to me than this. Being able to be present, taking some time, sharing some knowledge, giving a little love. I love it. I hope y'all have a wonderful night and a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Know that my love and my support, it is with you always. Always. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your experience. Love yourself. Bye, everyone.